Well, well, well. The horny demon has struck yet again. It seems like the horny demon is undefeated lately. In 2024, everybody's horny. People can't resist. I mean, let's just go over it. First, we got Sketch. Sketch got around some black guys and he said, you know what? I can't resist. I can't resist. Tear me up, black boy. I want to feel the essence of a black man. And he was even throwing a black guy. Folks, we were all deceived by Sketch. I was the only one who saw through it. Sketch had everybody confused, but the horny demons got a hold of him, and he was doing outrageous things on camera with black guys. Then, we got Dr. Disrespect talking to minors. Everybody's trying to get a hold of the minors. They can't resist. Then, we got Chris Tyson. The guy chopped his wiener off. I mean, this is lunacy we're talking about. The horny demons got a hold of Chris Tyson. He was watching Lolly. He chopped his wiener off. And he was also grooming minors. By the way, minor boys. Not even girls. Boys. And then the latest bomb that just dropped. Cenat. I mean, we're talking about maybe first or second biggest streamer on the planet, Cenat, is walking around with a pervert next to him. His best friend, his cameraman, the guy who came up with Cenat, is a sick pervert texting minors. And you should have seen the things this guy was saying to this minor through text message. I mean, this guy was so horny, he was literally foaming out of the mouth texting this girl. And by the way, just so everybody knows, the bad guy in this situation isn't ChrisV. It's not Cenat's cameraman. The bad guy in this situation is Cenat, and he should lose every single one of his deals. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Cenat is a good-for-nothing, disloyal rat. Because yesterday, this disloyal rat went on stream, started fake crying, by the way. Fake crying. Look it up. Every time this happens to me, you're fake crying. And you're fake crying for what? Your friend did nothing wrong. But Cenat is so afraid of losing his brand deals, so afraid of losing his monthly income, he's willing to stab his friends right in the back. I mean, let's just go over it. This guy, ChrisV, has been with Cenat since the beginning. Since before anybody knew who Cenat was. This was his cameraman. You know, back when Cenat first started, he would do these vlogs for YouTube, and he would get a camera, he would record himself vlogging all over New York City. Now, him holding the camera up against himself the entire time made him very limited with what he can do. As soon as he got a cameraman, that's when his content blew up. That's when his content became 10 times better. And this guy, ChrisV, was that cameraman. So we're talking about a guy that was with Kai since the beginning. And this good-for-nothing, disloyal rat yesterday went on stream and said, I do not associate myself with this guy anymore. I don't know who he is anymore. He is no longer allowed next to me. He's no longer associated with anything that has to do with Cenat. I completely cut him off. And what did he do that was so wrong? He was talking to a 17-year-old. By the way, he didn't even clap her cheeks. That's the worst part. He didn't even clap her cheeks. He was just being excessively horny through text messages. But even if he was raw dogging the 17-year-old, what's the problem? He could have raw dogged her. He could have done anal with this girl. And nothing would have happened. The cops would have came. Nothing would have happened. Hey, the age of consent in New York City is 17. Don't be mad at me because I'll raw dog a 17-year-old. That's the law. You got a problem with that? Talk to Joe Biden, my nigga. I don't make the laws. I'm just a regular nigga living life and following the rules. The rules say you can hand out backshots to a 17-year-old. First chance I get, I'm going to hand out backshots to a 17-year-old. I don't care what anybody has to say. That's the law. Record it, save it. When I get 1 million subscribers, replay it. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, yeah. You better bet your bottom dollar. As soon as I start getting my clout up, I'll be in a bed, folded up like a pretzel, and having a 17-year-old eat my ass. Joe Biden says that's okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to fart in her mouth. I'm going to rip a fart right in her mouth. And I'll piss on the floor. So, you know what? This just exposes how this guy did absolutely nothing wrong, committed no crimes. This guy's never going to go to jail. The police is never going to approach this guy, ChrisV, because he did absolutely nothing wrong. But this guy, Cenat, who's an idiot, who's an imbecile, thought he committed a crime, and the first thing he did was throw his best friend under the bus. You know, this is the type of rat behavior these top streamers and these top YouTubers display all the time. The same thing with this guy, Moist Critical. I told you a couple of days ago, be very careful with this guy, Moist Critical. There's something very dark about this guy, Moist Critical. Look at him now. Look at him now. He's taking a hiatus. What are you taking a hiatus for? Moist Critical Penguin Zero has to take a mental break from this whole internet thing. Why? What are you hiding? What is this guy Moist Critical hiding? What is it? I'm telling you something. There's something that he is hiding. I'm letting everybody know now. There's something very sick and twisted about this guy. I talked about it the other day. I see these things. I see these visions of people. And with this guy Penguin Zero, I keep seeing this vision of blood, semen, urine, feces. I see an image of Moist Critical mixed in a room with blood, feces, urine, and semen. I don't know what that means, but I keep seeing this vision. And every time I see a vision with these people, with these big streamers, a week later, a month later, a year later, something very sick comes out about these people. Look at Penguin Zero now. Look at Moist Critical now. I said it about Sketch. When everybody was in love with Sketch, as Sketch was the biggest streamer in the planet, I said, be careful with Sketch. There's something very dark about him. I see a darkness over Sketch. Turns out that darkness was a massive schlong from a black guy. So I'm never wrong about these things. They always come to pass. And this guy Penguin Zero is hiding something very sick and twisted. Remember me when this gets exposed. Because right now he's crumbling under pressure. He can't take it anymore. It's eating away at him. His secrets, the skeletons in his closet are eating away at him. He can't take it anymore. He has to take a mental break. I mean, think about it. The guy sits and farts into a gaming chair for 12 hours a day, raking in millions a year. How hard is that? But then you start to look at him and you start to analyze certain things. You're like, wait a minute. So this guy has a lot of clout, millions of dollars, isn't handing out backshots to a pog, doesn't have some thick black girl in his living room shaking ass 24 hours like for $40 an hour. Doesn't push around a G-Wag, doesn't have an iced out rollie, and he's not married, doesn't have any kids. What's going on with this guy? Something's going on with this guy, and it's not good. Give it some time. When the bomb drops about this guy, Penguin Zero, it's gonna make national news. All these people at the top, they're all sick. And they're always hiding something, and they're always horny. By the way, the horny part isn't that bad, because I'm horny myself. You think this guy ChrisV's text messages are bad? Wait till I get 100,000 subscribers. Wait till the things about me start coming out. Oh yeah, all the stolen panties. We're talking about pussy yogurt. Sniffing random women feet while they're asleep. Wait till these blogs start to know who I am. And you know what? I don't care. I've stolen panties. I've sniffed feet. I've done horrendous things. I stole a pair of panties one time. There was a wet spot. I sniffed it and it smelled like vinegar and I got turned on. I don't care. Put that in your exposed video. I don't care. I don't depend on anybody to care. You know, I just feel bad for this guy ChrisV because he did nothing wrong. It's literally legal to give backshots to a 17-year-old. What's the problem? What's the problem? So what he's ugly, so what he's fat. The horny demon got to him. The horny demon gets to the best of us. And it just, he lost it all. His whole life is ruined, by the way. He has to restart his entire life all over again. This guy gave it his all. He gave his entire life to Cenat. Remember, he had the greatest job on the planet. Who knows how much money he was making a week or a month. I would expect 10 to 15,000 a month just recording Cenat. All of that is gone now. He has to go back to New York, start his life all over because that's another thing. He's done in the industry. No other streamer is going to give this guy a chance. The biggest streamer on the planet was working with him, and he let him go because apparently he's a pedo. That's what Cenat said in front of everybody, fake crying in front of everybody. And all for what? For a few little horny text messages. I mean, let's just go over the text messages this guy sent to the 17-year-old. He told her, like I could just imagine rubbing my dick on your pussy. But remember, this guy, while this guy's typing this, he's foaming out of the mouth, out of the horniness. I mean, we're talking about a guy who is at the pinnacle of horniness while texting these things. He couldn't control himself. And so he goes on to say, I'll put my whole dick down your throat right now. Just pick your keg up and put you on your side and just slowly fuck you while I choke you. No joke, my dick hard as fuck right now just for you. I'm so fucking hot. What the fuck? Oh, what you gonna do about it? You will let me fuck you like right now? Question mark? Pussy probably dumb wet. Is it? Is it dumb wet? Answer me! Answer me, I wanna come! I mean, he was horny. He was horny and he did nothing wrong. You know, in these intimate moments while you're stroking your beef and you're panting and you're sweating and the room stinks like cheesy dick, you never expect for your best friend to barge in through the door with a dagger and stab you right in the heart. And that's what Cenat did. Cenat will never get any support from me. Cenat is a good-for-nothing, disloyal rat, and I don't like him. You don't treat your friends this way. Your friend did nothing wrong. If you got a problem with New York City having the law that you can raw dog 17-year-olds, talk to Joe Biden. Talk to the President of the United States. Go to Congress. You're big enough to go to Congress and talk about it. Not throw your best friends under the bus, you good-for-nothing rat.